every once in a while I'll meet a rapper who's, 21 years old and they actually know about Run DMC.
Yeah, those are rare.
And it kind of blows my mind because that takes a lot to go back and study.
Well, most of them don't want to do the homework, especially with the you can be a rapper nowadays with just the repetitive bullshit, the non-lyrical ability, the overuse of fucking auto-tune and that it's an easier path now, especially with social media, than it was when I was coming up, in the 80s and the 90s. And, before that, you had to really grind. Yeah. You had to do your homework. You had to have skills.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost hard to believe that rap used to be so much about skills since, like, nowadays, it's like the young kids, they really judge themselves based on sales,
right?
Who's got the most followers? Who's the biggest? There's very, very rarely a conversation. If you were to have that conversation with these kind of rappers about like, well, so and so is better than you, it would be so foreign to them because that's not the metric that they're judging themselves on. They're judging themselves on success.
I get called old head. Like if you go through my Instagram, dude, I go to war with these motherfuckers. I'm like, Scarface balcony scene, Sosa's men fighting 100 Colombians. I go to war with these young motherfuckers about rap. I get called old head. I'm bitter. I don't want to let go of my era, but my era was greatness.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I tell people all the time when these young kids go, yo, man, we young, man, so cut them some slack. I go, well, Nas made Illmatic at 19, man.
Right.
Mobb Deep, Prodigy, they was in their teens.
Yeah.
So miss me with the excuses.
Yeah, but these kids, like, they don't really want to be great rappers. They want to not be broke.
Well, they want to be famous.
Yeah,
they
want to be famous. They want to not be broke.
Right. Well, nobody wants to be broke.
Yeah.
But at what point do you make the art suffer in regards to finances?
Yeah.
I think the two can go hand in hand.
It's true. But so how much attention do you actually pay to rap at this point in your life? Because I find as I get older, I'm 38 now.
I'm 46.
The number of people who are my age that actually are really paying attention to rap just keeps going down year and year.
Dude, I hung up my rap jersey a long time ago. I'm 46, so if it ain't from my era, I don't really fuck with it.
Right.
Kudos to Kendrick and J. Cole, who I think are two of the young guns that actually give a shit, and they got skills. But most of the shit is garbage, man.
Yeah. But so how often does shit really enter your peripheral? Because you're talking about arguing with these fans about rap and stuff. There's got to be something that pops up that you see that you feel the need to take on from time to time,
well,
right?
I just, you know what it is. There's that clip with Snoop. I think he was with 50 Cent, and he talked about, I don't know who started that shit, Future, Amigos, but and then auto-tune, and, it's just the same sounding shit, and I often post shit from my era and just put it like this. Yo, who's this young generation's version of Big L?
Right.
You know what I mean? Biggie, Pac, Jay-Z, Nas, Fat Joe, 50 Cent, not 50 Cent, but Fat Joe, Big Pun, the lyricists. It's like if you were to take this young generations of rap all-stars and put them up against my generation of rap all-stars, it'd be like the 92 Dream Team versus the Special Olympics.
Yeah.
Shit wouldn't even be funny.
Shit changed a lot, because like even if you compare battle rap, I interview a good amount of battle rap
DMX, Jadakiss, not to cut you off, but it's just coming to me now. But motherfuckers with skills.
We grew up during a very, very, and you even more so than me. But yeah, I mean, I think about that all the time. Like I was 15 and the Jay-Z versus Nas beef was taking place in those songs. I tell people that sometimes, like, how could I have not become a huge rap fan when I had Dipset unfolding in front of me and I'm like 19, G-Unit unfolding in front of me. I got to see Eminem come out.
Come on, man.
DMX, Jay-Z,
come
all
on,
this,
man.
Like, so much greatness.
Jadakiss, come on, man.
I was in elementary school with Doggy Style coming out, with The Chronic coming out. I mean, Wu-Tang, Tupac.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm going to start turning DMX. Yeah, uh-huh.
You ever get to meet him?
Oh, yeah, he did a skit with me on Mad TV. I cherish to this day, where I played his mother.
Where was he at in his life, and what was that like?
I think this was peak DMX powers. He was doing the movies with Aaliyah.
Well, because in '98 he dropped 2 best-selling I think #1 albums in the same year, and that probably are about the time, right?
He came on and did the skit where he was coming off the road and he was having trouble with women. So he wanted to talk to his mother about women and them loving Earl as opposed to DMX, the image.
Right.
So of course I got the granny dress on with the Tim boots and the glasses with the chain, and I'm just like, yo, son, Let me talk to you about these hoes.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was just me and him, and it was classic, man.
Wow, that's amazing.